We now meet Constance Philly Johnson, Victoria County District Attorney running for re-election. Welcome to Community Crossroads.
Thank you for having me.
And so, District Attorney, can I call you that?
Of course.
District Attorney Johnson, talk to us about just, what it was like when you first entered into office, and what has it been like running for re-election, and has anyone filed to run against you?
Not that I'm aware of. So fortunately, I'm unopposed for the next round. It's been a very quick 3 years with the pandemic. It seems like the time has flown by quicker than normal, but it's been a good 3 years. I think we've made some really great strides toward the things that we promised voters we would bring to the office, and I'm very proud to have accomplished those things. We have a great team on board and looking forward to serving Victoria for another 4 years.
What have been some of the major, issues? I know we've had a lot of catalytic converter thefts in our area.
Certainly.
And with the pandemic, things probably got a little put behind on the court schedule. What have been some challenges?
Well, I think our county overall has done a good job keeping up with things in spite of the pandemic. Our judges embraced the technology early on, and so the court processes continue to move forward. We couldn't have jury trials for some time, and that was a moratorium statewide, but we've stayed on top of things, and I think we're moving along pretty well. We've, done a good job, I think.
We're getting back on schedule and things are moving forward.
We have a jury deliberating on a case this morning, as a matter of fact, so yes, we're hard at work.
And tell us a little bit about yourself. For those of you that don't know the personal side of you.
Okay.
Are you born and raised in Victoria? I know that you used to teach.
I did. So I'm a fifth generation Victorian, Carolina.
Wow,
born and raised.
Generation?
We don't go anywhere.
Wow.
And so I was. My first adult career was as a teacher here in Victoria. And then in my 30s, I went back to school and became an attorney. And I was a practicing attorney here in Victoria for about 13 years when I ran for office.
So you went to law school in your 30s?
I did.
What did you do during
Now, don't
your
do the
20s?
math, because then,
So you were teaching during your 20s?
I was.
Did you start a family then, too?
I did.
Wow.
I did. So when I went back to law school, I had a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old in tow, and got it done and came right back home and got to work.
That is excellent. So it just goes to show at any point in life, you can always go back to school.
Lifelong learners, never too late.
And as a fifth-generation Victorian, I guess just what does it mean to you to be in this role? I just can't imagine the pride that your family must feel too.
Well, I'm honored, obviously, to have the opportunity. Some viewers may not know that my dad held this position all the way through my childhood. So
wow.
From the time I was a 5th grader until I was 28 years old, he was the district attorney here in Victoria County. So to be able to step into that role, it means a whole lot to me for a couple of different reasons, but primarily the opportunity to serve my hometown and my community really is an important honor.
And talk to us about your team behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Well, we have a staff of about 27 people. 9 of those are prosecutors, and really proud of the fact also that all but one was native to this area. So those are also hometown young men and women that have been raised here and graduated from the schools here and have come back to serve their own communities as well.
And I know we've spoken about this before in the past, but how are the game room investigations going? I know there was a recent arrest made.
There was. So there was a very lengthy ongoing investigation that's still in the process of being wrapped up. There were multiple agencies that came in and worked on that operation last May, I believe. And so those cases are still moving forward. And then there were some recent arrests as well.
Well, it's great to see that things are moving forward. And I want to go ahead and share some information for our voters who need to know what day is voting day.
Those are important dates.
And the deadline for registration is actually this month. It's January 31st, and Election Day is March 1st, but you can start early voting on Valentine's Day on February 14th. And Constance Philly Johnson, she's your Victoria County District Attorney running for re-election. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Great to see you.
Good to see you too. And coming up, don't go anywhere, we learn about a karaoke contest taking part as part of the upcoming livestock show.